Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and in this video, we're going to be showing you guys some of Pokemon Brick Bronze's lost updates. These were assets that were created for Pokemon Brick Bronze, but were never added to the game due to Pokemon Brick Bronze's deletion. If you guys do enjoy this video, go down there, like, subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Now, this video is truly going to be something awesome, as again, we are going to be looking at some very old assets for Pokemon Brick Bronze that never made it into the game. Now, how did I actually get my hands on these? Well, these actually were, I believe, stolen from the files, and before you go down in the comments, LuckyHD, oh my god, I can't believe you said this. Basically, they were stolen from the files, then the screenshots were sent around to people, and then I went and I got permission from T-Radom. Okay, I got permission from T-Radom, and he said I can make a video on it. Alrighty, so to start off, we have some of the more smaller things, and we're going to be working up into the bigger things. The first of which is actually what is part of a PvP Battle Coliseum revamp. Yes, guys, so I know a lot of you remember the Pokemon Brick Bronze Battle Coliseum. It was a really cool place, and obviously a lot of those characteristics stick inside of the current Lumion Legacy 1 today. However, did you know that the Battle Coliseum was actually going to be receiving a revamp? This is one of these screenshots from that, and as you can see, nothing too major. Obviously, we will get into the bigger part of that later. However, you can see all these PC boxes right here, and a leaderboard, which was obviously going to be for the leaderboards that, you know, they had inside of the regular Coliseum, and you can see a little placeholder mock-up that just says leaderboard, Bree, as well as Lando's name at the bottom. Again, this was supposed to be the same thing that they had in the regular Battle Coliseum, showing the top ranked players of Pokemon Brick Bronze PvP. Alrighty, now that was pretty cool. However, let's get into the next thing, which was actually going to be a new feature for the apartment. Yes, this right here was going to be the Team Eclipse set for the apartment. Definitely makes me kind of miss these. I know not a lot of people use them, but it was always really nice having these kind of like smaller little updates. But as you can see, basically a Team Eclipse themed set with a bed, what seems to be like a TV, a couch, all that stuff. Again, you could pause and look at all this stuff. Nothing too major. Next up, we have this screenshot right here, which seems to be an updated Poke Center or something like that. You can also notice in the background part of the revamped Coliseum, so it seems like Pokemon Brick Bronze was just going to be getting a complete makeover in a certain update. And the reason why I think that is because there was actually a full build of the revamped Trade Resort. Now, in my personal opinion, this Trade Resort picture right here, I don't know how I feel about it, because I really liked the old Trade Resort. I think it looks really good, but whatever this revamp is right here, I'm not too much of a fan of. Obviously, you can see at the bottom left right there some Pyukamukus and its shiny form as well as another one sitting on one of the beach towels. But yeah, overall it just feels a lot smaller and a lot more underwhelming than the one that we had. Next up is this screenshot right here. I don't exactly know what this is entirely, but it seems to be part of maybe a new city or a new area. If this was a pre-existing area, let me know down in the comments below, because I cannot remember if this was or not. It looks like a part of Antheon for some reason, but again, I have no idea what this is. Circling back to the revamps, this right here is the screenshot of what the revamped Coliseum was going to look like. Obviously, the original one inside of the game had more of like a Roman architecture type of thing, like an actual Gladiators Coliseum, but it seems that the updated version was going to be more of a futuristic one. Obviously, we have the giant Pokeball in the middle right here, and just a lot of neon, a lot of, you know, lights and stuff everywhere. And again, it just seemed a lot more modern. And obviously, these screenshots that I sent earlier did actually go with this as well. These all kind of match together. Now, the final one I've been saving for last, so if you made it to the end of the video, good job, because this is a big one. There is a bunch of hoverboards planned for Pokemon Brick Bronze that never made it into the game. So, let's start off right here at the top left. There was a whole collection of whatever these are right here. It looks like some, you know, futuristic hoverboard type of thing. It looks really cool, and it came in a bunch of different colors. Obviously, you had some of the gray ones right here, and you had some of the white ones and black ones. There was just a bunch of different types of colors. Next up was this thing right here. It looks to be like a Dawn Wings Necrozma or something. Something similar or something based off of that, I guess. Now at the top right, we can actually see a bunch of Christmas themed hoverboards. We have two candy cane ones, but I think it's just the same one flipped over and obviously the other one flipped over. Next up, we have some present hoverboards coming in a bunch of different colors and some white ones as well. And then to the far right, we have a cross. We have a literal crucifix that you could ride around on a hoverboard. This is not a joke, by the way. I think this would have been really funny, just, you know, see a Roblox character in a Pokemon game riding around on a cross during Christmas time. That definitely would have been a sight to see, and honestly would have been pretty funny. But next up, we have a Missing No hoverboard. If you guys don't know what Missing No is, it is a very early Pokemon game glitch. I'll throw a screenshot up on screen. If you want to go, read into it, because I'm not going to explain the entire lore here, definitely go search for it. But next up, we have the lunar and solar kind of insignia that was on Pokemon Sun and Moon's box art, I guess, as a hoverboard. These could have been definitely pretty cool. However, we have a Rotom one over here, and there was actually a blue variant of this Rotom, and Rotom Shiny isn't blue, so who knows what this could have been. Honestly, it would have been pretty cool if we got like some sort of, reskin Rotom, and maybe it was gonna be like an Icicle Rotom hoverboard or something for Christmas time. Who knows? Because again, that's not Rotom Shiny. Rotom Shiny is like pinkish orange or something. Next up, we have some ghost hoverboards right here, and this really makes me believe that they were actually planning, the Halloween events for 2018 and all that stuff in advance, because if you look to the right of that, we have a Foecoiz hoverboard. Now, this Foecoiz hoverboard also has a shiny version, and then to the right of that, we have an Aegislash hoverboard. This one looks sick. I would have loved to ride on this one, and again, I do think that this probably would have been part of some sort of, like, Halloween, kind of special hoverboard collection. Maybe the Missing No could have been thrown in there as well, but it definitely is pretty sad, because obviously they had all of these updates planned out for the future, the Christmas updates, the Halloween updates, and all that stuff, and sadly they just never got added to the game. Next up, we have some more implications of possible updates, including Necrozma, because we actually have a hoverboard right here that is based on the Dawn Wings and Dusk main Necrozma. Obviously, you just saw earlier the Sun and the Moon hoverboard, but right here, this is the actual insignia that was for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with Necrozma, and I think obviously this would have been really cool to have inside of the game. How we would have got this, again, we don't really know, but next to that, we actually have a Stunfisk and a shiny Stunfisk hoverboard. Again, another kind of just like Pokemon joke hoverboard. Now, next up, we have an Alolan Raichu hoverboard right here, and this would have been really cool. Obviously, as you all know, Alolan Raichu rides around on its tail, kind of like a surfer, so this as a hoverboard definitely would have been really awesome to see. Now, the thing that I'm definitely a little bit upset about the most was actually the addition of Eevee Evolution hoverboards. Yes, guys, so if we start off at the far left right here, we can see that it starts out with Eevee, and then the shiny Eevee is off to the left. You can't really see it too much due to the fact that the image is just cropped weirdly, but then you can go down the whole line, starting out right here, Leafeon. As you can see, we have the regular Leafeon and the shiny Leafeon, but then we go to Jolteon, Umbreon, Flareon, Espeon, Sylveon, Vaporeon, and Glaceon. Guys, there was going to be an Evolution hoverboard for every single Evolution, and it's shiny as well. How we would have actually got this and why there were shinies in the first place definitely raises some questions. Was it going to be some sort of mini event? Why was there a shiny Eevee? Maybe the shiny Eevee, maybe the hoverboards could evolve, who knows? But yeah, so there is nothing really past that except 2 popsicle hoverboards, and maybe this was part of some like summer thing. We don't really know because, I mean, again, the game's not up anymore. But yeah, guys, that is about it for everything in this video. Let me know what you found the most interesting out of all of this. I definitely find the hoverboards the most interesting because it shows a lot of Pokemon Brick Bronze's updates that unfortunately never made it to the game. Obviously with the Halloween hoverboards, Christmas, and more. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.